Okay, well, if you have scrolling windows, there's different types, different companies, but potentially you have a Colby, such as this window is a good unit. And unfortunately, what happened? But looks like a rock hit the window, and we went to try to just get the glass replaced. And bottom line was, had some rot issues down here, so just was cheaper to go ahead and replace the whole sash. So that's too bad. Took off a chunk over here to match the stain, and I'm going to pick that up this afternoon. But first, actually, I am going to put it in. You could stain it first. I'm going to put it in place just to make sure everything's good, and then we'll stain it here hopefully yet this afternoon. A couple things. This is the left-hand side. Note they do come in a left and a right. They're going to have pre-drilled holes for you for the attachments here and here. This is for your locking mechanism, right? And then for the scrolling mechanism, they'll have some pre-drilled holes down here, so make sure you order the right side. This is the left-hand side. So what do we do? I'll give you a list of steps. The first step we're going to do, won't bother to write this one down, is we need to take down the blinds, right? So we don't want anything in our way as we're getting that done. So I'll do that first. Well, the blinds are down, so what we need to do is get this panel off. And so what I want you to look at is down here. Not sure if you can see the mark. It says basically something about the arm, but if you're going to detach it, you need to have your point right here, and that is the only way you can actually detach it without breaking it. So I'm going to go ahead now and detach this arm. Okay, so the arm's detached. Looks just like this. Now when you scroll, notice this just comes back, and we're going to detach the rest of this window. Now I want you to know how we're going to do that. A couple points here. I can grab my screwdriver. Here we go. There is some releases that we're going to need to be able to take off. You got one release right there. You got another release right here. That's the two on the bottom. So 1, 2, and then at the top, which we'll do as well, there's a third one here. So I believe we are going to start with the bottom. So what we did was we just pulled back these releases. There's one here, and there's a second one here. Both of those have just been pulled back. And then this is going to just come off very simply. This stays obviously here with the window. This is where the weight is resting on, right here. So that's what's keeping it from falling right now, which is a good thing. And we'll have to lift up to get it off of there. We'll lift up there. And but first, once I get my ladder on the outside here, so I can handle it well, we will release this clip. Not sure if you can see it right there. Okay, we're outside now. As you noticed, I just went ahead and released it out of the clip, and yet it's not falling. Why isn't it falling? Because not sure if you can see this or not, but this channel here and the channel up there, and this window is very heavy, make no mistake, so you do want to make sure you know what you're doing here. The channel kind of locks it in place, and it moves from the front side to the back. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to slide. I'm going to have to actually shut off this video. Sorry, I can't do this with one hand. And we're going to slide the whole sash to this point here, and because it's larger here, it will come out. Now we need to repeat this process when we come and we put the sash back in. We'll start off putting it here and then slide in, and conversely that will actually keep it in place for us at least till we get things all situated so we don't break the new sash, which would be a very sad day. Okay, so there you go. Okay. We now have the windows side by side in the garage. There was the original, and here's the replacement. So I talked about this being a left-hand side. You can see where it's already all pre-drilled. I'm going to double check the holes just with measurements to make sure, but everything you see, this is of course going to go to there, that is going to go to there, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of slick that they actually have that pre-drilled for you. I didn't think they were going to do that, so that's nice. I'm going to double check it with the measuring tape and make sure the holes are the same, but other than that, we'll transfer the hardware and
we'll be ready to put this in. Okay, I gotta get going here. I gotta go pick up a kid. So real quick here, had a few interruptions, but all the hardware is transferred from this window to this window. Everything pretty much lined up. There was a couple holes that I had to double check on. Let me also point out just something else real quick here. Okay, so one unintended consequence here is, of course, all this hardware's on. Recognize this is that, you know, nothing's been stained, nothing's been sealed, so it's just raw wood here, particularly with the elements. I'm not super happy with that, but I don't know. This is the way I chose to do it this time, so hopefully we're going to get it on there and see how everything fits. Let me show you the fittings one last time before I put this in, and then hopefully the next thing you'll see is the window's in. So once again, here are the places where you're going to start by putting it in. Right here is where it will slide into, top and bottom. Kind of heavy, you're up on a ladder, but hopefully this will work out okay. Alright, so as you can see, we just finished up the morning here, and that window is in. I'll hopefully pick up the stain here in just a bit and get that all set. So that's where we're at. Hope this has been fun to watch.